Sup? What's up? Johnny Mega 45 here. I believe this will be the last episode of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus because we have finished play all of the side story and this is the last side stories. So we're gonna play now and see what happened. Hey! Oh, hello. I almost thought you were coming today. Well, yeah. Yeah, well. Lunch is already more than halfway over. Natsuki had typically been meeting Yuri in the stairway much earlier since it had been a good way of dodging her friends when she didn't feel like seeing them. Today she's holding a large plastic container in both hands. I ran into my friends, so I hung out with them for a little while. Is that so? Yeah, I was in a good mood today, so I figured I should. I hadn't seen them in a while, which I had to come up with an excuse for, but I expected that. Plus, I have way more of this than I know what to do with, so I figure I will share with them too. As she sits down, Natsuki opens the lid of a container. You make cupcakes. You know it. It's been a while at this point, so I figured out it was about time again. You can take one if you want. Yuri takes a cupcake and carefully throws it between her fingers. It browns with dark green frosting, immaculately shaped into a floral pattern and topped with some kind of glittering powder. How pretty. I just ate, so I may not be able to finish it. Are they for the club? Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about it, I just made them. Ah, I just thought that because green is Monica's favorite color, right? Well, yeah, but that's not really. Yuri takes a small bite. This is green tea flavor. I love green tea. Oh, do you? It was just a random idea I wanted to try, so... Don't laugh at me. I'm not. I just felt happy. Oh, sorry. Usually when... Never mind what I missed, that I'm glad. Sorry for saying dumb things again. I just wanted to do something nice. And this is something I happen to be good at it. And I do know that you like them from past experience. Yuri turns red, recalling the time she treated herself rather generously to Natsuki's cupcakes. Ironically, her mouth is too full of cupcakes for her to stand and ask, so she just settled for a disapproving look. How did you get into baking? Oh, well, I don't know, it kinda just always appealed to me. Well, a few years ago, I read this one manga with a lot of baking, so I got like super into it for a while. I was probably making stuff almost every day. But it's something that I always knew I like anyway. It's like baking is like art, but when you get good at it, it gets more delicious too. I'm struggling to imagine myself putting my hand to something so artistic, knowing that it would just be eaten afterward. Yeah, maybe you're too practical for it. I think I prefer to be on the receiving end. That's my other favorite part about it. It's something I can do that makes a lot of people happy, like unconditionally. Everyone is always so thankful, and that moment you get to be like a bringer of joy. I don't know, it just makes me feel value. Yeah, I guess that. So you were able to make out with your friends today? There wasn't really anything to make out with them about. We weren't really fighting or anything. You what? Maybe I misunderstood. It only turns into a fight if I lose my cool, and that's just unnecessarily drama. It only makes things worse. So they are not going to stop. I mean, it only happens sometimes anyway. It's just the way they are. I'm the only one who ever has a problem with it. It's not worth it. Especially since I have somewhere to go now when I don't feel like hanging out with them. Oh, I see. The cupcake's empty fold wrapper audibly crinkles at Yuri clenches her face. I'm glad that this situation is resolved, and that you don't have to avoid it anymore. Yeah, me too. And I don't have to bother you alone time doing that anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of ready to catch on. Yeah. I know that the cupcakes are basically nothing compared to all the stuff you have done for me. But it's the best thing I can do, so you can have the rest of them. Natsuki grabs the box and slides over to Yuri's feet. Yuri stares at the box. Then she shakes her head and slides them back. You should save them for your other friends. But I made them for you. Natsuki voices whines as she protests. I know, and I like them very much, exactly as you thought. You succeeded. But I know you're all you care about making your other friends happy too, right? And if this is the way you know how to make that happen, then I'm not going to take it from you. No, they were for making you happy. You make me happy. You're worth more than a cupcake to some people. That's why they want to spend more time with you and be your friend. Without warning, tears pours from Natsuki's eyes. She pulls her knees to her chest and starts talking to her arms. Natsuki, I'm such a bad person. Yuri stammers, speedily panic. I didn't mean to say something bad. Natsuki shakes her head and wipes her eyes. You didn't. Natsuki tries to choke back her sobs, but struggles to speak through them. I just really hate myself sometimes, and it feels so wrong when you say those nice things to me. Like I don't deserve it. I'm sorry. No, I am. I'm so difficult, and I can't think of even a single thing about myself that somebody would like it. And I hate myself for bothering you during lunch. I just thought it was my chance to be a good person, like to be nice and do things you wrote about it in the letter. I knew if I tried in the class, Sayori and Monica would be super annoying and make a huge deal out of it. You know, I think a lot of those negative things too about myself. I never felt like a good person. I was scrutinizing everything I said, and later I feel like I say all the wrong things. And I just spend so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, and feeling like everyone else must hate me too. So, I understand some of that through my own experience. And that's why I wanted to write the letter and express my feelings. It pained me to see those things in someone else that I saw in myself. Natsuki sniffles. Yuri rushed through her bag and pulled out some tissues, then hands them to Natsuki. Monica told me that it takes a good person to reflect on these things. The desire to improve yourself, that makes you a good person, so don't worry so much. Also, there are things about you that people will like, so... Like what? Like how you are fun for people to be around. And you're not shy, and you know how to make people laugh. And you are very passionate about things, and you know how to take the lead. And you care a lot about other people. And just a lot of things. Oh. Well, now you are making me feel really embarrassed. Well, you're the one who asked, and don't think I feel embarrassed. Natsuki tries to hide a smile that she sighs as it fades away. Every time I come here, I always think it's the last time, but then I keep coming back for some reason. Is that bad? Just really confusing. I mean, my friends and I go way back, so ditching them all the time feels like, I don't know. Feels like what? Natsuki's voice gets quiet. Maybe I'm scared that they will get mad at me. I really don't know what to do. She pauses. Yuri stares into the distance, tracing her eyes along the patterns of the floor tiles when she thinks to herself. What will you do, hypothetically, if your friends were happy for you instead of mad at you? Happy for what? Happy that your new club is making you happy? Well, that's just not a fair hypothetical. Natsuki says that, but with little confidence in her voice. I always told myself that I don't rely on the approval of others to be happy, and I still feel that way, but I'm spending time with people who put me down whenever I don't have their approval. That's probably what making me feel so confused, because I'm threatened out of the things that should make me happy. So no matter what, it's like I have to be unhappy to be unhappy. I have to be unhappy to be happy. It's making my head hurt. That must make it really difficult to feel comfortable with yourself. Being made to feel like you're wrong just being the person you are. It really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? It goes against the kind of person I want to be. I fed up with it. I fed up with a lot of things. Natsuki places her palms into her forehead and shakes her head. I know what's best for me, but I keep convincing myself out of it. It's so much easier to be comfortable, unhappy than it is to do something so scary. To do what? You know, to end it. With them, Natsuki nods. I didn't think you were actively considering that as an option. I wasn't until recently. It was just one of those things where like, it's been a certain way for so long that you just get used to it. Like, so much of you has gone into it, so much that it feels like that's just how your life is. And throwing it away is like throwing away such a big part of your life. It makes me feel sick to think about. Natsuki sighs. It's just really scary. It's terrifying. What are you scared of? I don't know, a lot of things. Like being alone, not having anyone to talk or hang out with, not be able to replace what I have with them. And I don't want them to hate me. And I'm scared they will hurt me for going against them. Physically? Not physically, but Yuri clenches her face. Natsuki, what? If anyone even thinks of causing you harm, I will unleash hell upon them. Natsuki snorts and laughs. Don't laugh at me. Sorry, I like that. That's all. Oh, well, I meant it. I know you did. Natsuki gives Yuri an endearing look. I needed it. As the conversation lasts, Natsuki again slices her box of cupcakes over to Yuri. Just take them, okay? I don't want other people to have them anymore. Are you sure? Natsuki nods. I'm sure. I will then. I will join them. Natsuki looks away, but a feeling of warmth spreads to her. She holds onto that feeling, knowing it will give her courage. It's not over yet. Of course. Ah, you're here first today. And you brought reading material. Natsuki is sitting in her usual spot, this time holding a volume manga while her lunch sits beside her. Yuri sits down as well and opens her own book. It sucks when a good series has to come to an end. Like, it's such a big part of your life that one day there's just nothing left. It makes you feel so empty. Unfortunately, I had to experience that myself. I'm on the last book of this series. That sucks. But there's also something satisfying about letting a story conclude. I don't know if I want it to go on forever. Maybe, but there are some things that I wish it could. On the other hand, have you ever read something that overstays its welcome? Yeah, definitely. I can think of at least one thing I read that got pretty unbearable like halfway through and the endings really suck. So it sucks when something good has to end, but it also sucks when they just keep inventing more plot until you don't like it anymore. I guess it sucks either way. Well, that's the nature of all things. They come to an end. The two fall silent. They slowly eat while making their way through their respective reading material. Except Natsuki doesn't seem to be touching her food at all. You don't go out during the weekends, right? Excuse me? Like with friends at the mall or downtown or whatever? I'm not a total shut-in, you know. Oh, my bad for making assumptions. But I'm sure I go out less often than other people like you and the others in the clubs. I don't really meet with friends and arbitrarily spend time like that. I'm usually meeting with my board game group. Board game group? It doesn't matter, it's just more nerdy stuff. What do you ask anyway? I was just curious, I just left that, I couldn't picture it, so I was just curious. Yuri looks at Natsuki and realizes that she's shaking. Don't look at me like that. Sorry. Natsuki pulls her knees into her chest and pulls her head down. I can't take this. Did I do something? Yuri gets frustrated. Her mind races over what she may have said or done. I did. I ended it. I texted them earlier, telling them. And then I just blocked them because I'm so afraid of their response. And now it feels like I'm dying inside. Oh, that's... I'm sorry. Today, unsure of what to do, Yuri can barely find any words of support to offer. Meanwhile, the sound of Natsuki's unusual heart really fills the air. Then she speaks again, very low above the whisper. Help me. I feel sick. I want to hit my head against things. Please help. I can't take this. You maybe have a panic attack. Having a panic attack. With that realization, Yuri will suddenly change. I had experience with it, so I help you through it, okay? Natsuki meekly nods through her rapid breath, head still buried in her knees. Yuri slides herself over to Natsuki and sits on the steps behind her. Then she puts her hands on Natsuki's shoulders. Can you feel my hand? Natsuki nods. The shaking becomes much more apparent through Yuri's sense of touch. Yuri keeps her voice low and gentle. You're safe right now. You're in a good place and safe. Good and safe place where nothing can hurt you. Natsuki nods once more. Although Yuri is the only one touching Natsuki's shoulders, she can practically feel her racing pulse through the base of her neck. We'll do a breathing exercise together. All you have to do is listen to my breath and breathe along with me. Let's play it now. Yuri takes a deep, slow breath. Beneath her hands, she feels Natsuki's shoulders rise as Natsuki takes a breath of her own, trying to mimic Yuri. They exhale together, although Natsuki's breath shakes out on the way up. That's good, let's keep going. Yuri breathes in once more and Natsuki joins her. They continue like that for a few more cycles while Yuri closely monitors. Eventually, Yuri feels Natsuki rests more of her weight into Yuri's mouth. Of her weight. Let's focus on the physical world. All you have to do is focus on the feeling of your breast going in and out, and the weight of my hands on your shoulders. You're in the safe and comfortable physical space. Minutes pass in silence. By now the worst of it has passed, but Yuri is determined not to move away until Natsuki prompts her to. Meanwhile, Natsuki has lifted her head off her knees, and her breathing has mostly steadied. Then she takes a final deep breath and slowly pulls herself to her feet, causing Yuri to let go. She stretches her arms. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. I don't know what my deal is. You don't have to apologize. This must be enormously stressful for you. Enormously. Is that going to keep happening? It may be or it may not. We can take measures to help prevent it in the future, but I think it will naturally get better over time. Natsuki motions to sit back down, so Yuri moves her over. Yuri turns away to pick up her open books from the dusty floor which she had hastily sat down earlier. She brushes the dust off the cover. I don't think I could have gone through that alone. You're not alone. Feeling shy, Yuri speaks into her own laps. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone. You have me. As she says that, Yuri tenses up. It's rare for her to so openly share her thoughts. But something about Natsuki, of all people, makes it feel so much more natural to do so. Perhaps because, like Yuri, Natsuki is so timid and uncertain of herself. Natsuki does a good job at hiding it that it's taken a long time for Yuri to finally realize it. And because of that, Yuri is able to deliver the reassurance that she herself would have wanted, demonstrating that you deserve the love of others. If you can accept that for the first time, then perhaps you can begin the tumultuous journey of learning to love yourself. That is cute. That is just cute. Do you really mean that? You're probably gonna regret saying that if you do. How so? Because I'm probably gonna have a lot of free time during the weekends from now on. So you gave me permission to be as annoying as I want and dragging around to a lot of places. I see. But you already say so, you can't take it back now. Well, I suppose I have no choice but to accept that responsibility then. I know a good ice cream place. Oh, that means you're finally figuring out my favorite ice cream. Favorite ice cream flavor. Huh, what are you talking about? Oh, you don't remember? The first day you came to the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream flavor, but for me you say you had no idea. Seriously? I don't remember that at all. Oh wait, yes I do. I said it was probably green tea. He really shakes the head. It's a good guess, but my favorite is usually to get a chocolate and raspberry together. Chocolate and raspberry? How fancy? How is that fancy? I don't know. I feel like I should have guessed something like that. Well, maybe next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry. Hey, strawberry is my favorite. What a coincidence. I think it helps to have something to look forward to. I still have this sick feeling in my stomach, but it's easier now to convince myself that I did the right thing. Is there anything better I could be doing? Not that I know of. There's nothing that would make this easy for me. And you already did more than enough I thought anyone could. Come to think of it, we never talked about the letter you wrote. But I feel like we are way past at this point. I don't even know what to talk about. I said I think it helped me understand my needs a little bit better. The way I like to be treated. And the kinds of friends that I want to have. That's why I wanted to start coming here in the first place, even though I was so scared of causing more problems. I thought it was a coincidence that you ran into me here initially. Oh, well, not exactly. What do you mean? Nothing. I may have tracked you down first. With the help of Sayori. That's what you say. I was shy, okay? I wasn't ready to like, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess I'm glad that you worked out the courage. Even if it was in your own way, I can tell you that you'll be making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave and will make things better in the long run. I think anyone will be proud of you for it. Anyone? You mean like you? Yes. Like me. You know, I could get used to it, this. As long as you don't tense me too much. Fine. Just a little then. That's fine. I know how uncertain everything feels to you right now. But I really do think that good things are in store. Those are my honest feelings. Thanks. It feels nice to be reassured. The two girls continue their conversation through the remainder of lunch, where a new feeling hangs in the air, a feeling of greater certainty in their path forward. In just a few hours, there will be another literature club meeting where the 4 club members will be happily spending time together. Each of them, all with their own special qualities, has something unique that they can deliver to one another. Through friendships and literature, the club members will continue to grow and find new happiness together. The end of each chapter is the start of the next. Yuri thinks to herself, since she's about to finish a long-run series, it would be best to have a new book line out. Perhaps this weekend would be a good time to visit the bookstore together. Oh my, we already end the series. Wow. Oh no, we haven't got any most of that. What is this? I haven't unlocked the poem also. The last 2 poems. What did I miss? What did I miss? And also we have not this. Am I gonna play until I get all of the collection? So with that, thank you for watching my video. My video just for fun. Don't take heart, brothers and sisters. Okay? Magic word time. Adios e famosa. It's time to finish this. Road to full collection.